Jamie Foxx with Jamie, how have you heard I'm supplicating? Definitely you see I posted on Instagram, like I in a real sense been expressing petitions to God. Without holding back, I can be a mouthpiece. And I think they say we got it. The data that is out there is their desired data to be out their blood cluster in his cerebrum. After he had the chance, he didn't need the shot, yet the film he was on, he was constrained to get it. Clashing anecdotes about Jamie Foxx's condition have been changing again and again, in the midst of his fans' worry about what precisely is the deal with him and Scratch Cannon's meeting. With additional items, Billy Bramble has uncovered a few stunning hints that we could have missed before Scratch Cannon said he accepts Jamie Foxx will refresh his fans on the well-being alarm that sent him to the clinic in April when he's prepared. And he'll do it his own. Would prefer this mystery has generated various dubious stories, including that Jamie is as yet hospitalized with a blood coagulation in his mind. He's forever been someone who is incredibly proficient and incredibly confidential. I mean, you absolutely never genuinely hear, oh, whatever Scratch said, he's constantly regarded James, and how secretly the entertainer dealt with his issues expertly, while never being in some other information, with the exception of the incredible work that he puts out as a singular. Scratch affirmed that Jamie has taken care of this puzzling condition in a similar way. And he regards what implies that we may in all likelihood never truly realize what befell James, except if he at any point spills it himself. Jamie had requested that Scratch step into his job as the host of Fox's Thump Shazam, and surprisingly expressed gratitude toward him when he did, yet he never let him know anything else than he has enlightened the media concerning his well-being. Scratch affirmed that when he was sending supplications and kindly words, James' family let him know they were thankful for his help, yet they had what was happening taken care of, suggesting that he didn't need to be their representative. They would do it without anyone else's help. Fox's girl Corrinne, who right now is the Fox's family mouthpiece, had taken to her virtual entertainment to share an assertion from the Foxx family about her father's well-being in April. Fortunately, because of fast activity and extraordinary consideration, he is now en route to recuperation. The message read, "We know how darling he is and value your requests. The family requests security during this time." During the meeting, Shrubbery had a go at getting some information about reports that Foxx experienced a stroke, and in the event that he could give a report on his condition, since Fox's family has not unveiled his ailment, and he being nearer to them, could be aware. Yet group addressed, he had no clue. Scratch said, "I'm presumably in a comparable situation as you, in that equivalent feeling of simply realizing that you know as a companion, being basically as deferential as I can. I don't pry, I pose no different inquiries, and other than the data that is given to me, and you realize what's requested from me." Scratch Cannon took over for Foxx as visitor host of the melodic game show Thump Shazam after the entertainer was hospitalized in April. And keeping in mind that he took over for Jamie, Kelly Osbourne took over as DJ for Fox's little girl Corrinne back in April. Foxx ended his quiet composition on Instagram. Value all the adoration feeling, honored the general population, was baffled by why it was only a message and not a video or picture or something more direct. This provoked more reports to circle on what was actually the deal with him, until his little girl shouted out, guaranteeing the entertainer was home and improving. In May, Corrinne Foxx gave a report on her dad's condition, composing on her Instagram at the time that her dad had been out of the emergency clinic for quite a long time and was recovering, and in any event, playing pickleball in spite of. Corrinne Foxx saying her dad was fine. Hollywood writer AJ Benza has affirmed that that was completely false, and that Jamie Foxx is somewhat deadened and blind, notwithstanding different complexities. In the wake of getting the coronavirus antibody, asserted he got the data from a nearby wellspring of his, who is at the very emergency clinic. That Jamie is in Chicago during an appearance on Drew Pinsky's internet-based show. Asked Drew Benza, said Jamie had a blood coagulation in his cerebrum. After he had the chance, he didn't need the shot, Yet the film he was in, he was compelled to get at Benza, who officially filled in as a journalist for the New York day-to-day news. And as a large group of the E-series secrets and embarrassments guaranteed that for James to shoot back in real life, he had been compelled to make a sought-after effort that tragically wound up influencing his well-being. The blood coagulation in the mind made him by then be to some extent deadened and blind. Benza claimed as he demanded his insider was somebody in the room with direct information on Foxx's hospitalization. He even conjectured that the motivation behind why James had discharged certain individuals at the arrangement of back in real life, 7 days before this health-related crisis, was that he had it with those commands. Foxx was confessed to the medical clinic subsequent to experiencing an unexpected problem while recording his most recent film Back in Real Life, which likewise stars Cameron Diaz, and the film has needed to push ahead with creation without Foxx utilizing a body twofold in his place, while clashing data about Jamie had begun going about via web-based entertainment. Declared Foxx data that didn't line up with various different reports in regards to the entertainer's prosperity, expressing miserable to perceive how the media goes crazy. My father has been out of the clinic for quite a long time, recovering. As a matter of fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Gratitude for everybody's requests and support. We have a thrilling work declaration coming 1 week from now to Benza tended to the family proclamation on his digital broadcast, guessing that while Jane was speaking with us, it didn't mean talking. He guaranteed conveying could be anything, composing communication through signing, and that it was all code words intended to conceal the genuine truth. Benza kept on accepting Foxx's ongoing capacities, guaranteeing Foxx's playing couldn't be reality, and in any event, saying that the main individual who had said reality before was Mike Tyson, who Benza said had guaranteed it was a blood coagulation. Mike, are you following? What's the deal with Jamie Foxx? He's not feeling great. There's a going things on, no doubt. They said stroke. I had no clue about what befell him. Currently, plainly, Mike never said blood clump yet stroke, which is the thing has been going around as the strange condition. And Pinsky gave his own contemplations with regards to this issue, expressing blood in the mind is a cerebral drain. It's anything but a stroke. A stroke is a blood coagulation in a course to the cerebrum that removes the blood supply to the cerebrum, and the mind bites the dust, while a stroke may be an exceptionally dangerous condition. And Jane could try and be liberated from his strange disease. His companions have kept on monitoring him, including Kevin Hart. During a meeting, Kevin shared that he thought it was astounding the way that Jane was getting better in his circumstance. However, he didn't expand on which circumstance, and said that everyone's requests, love and energy were being seen and felt. He added, as far as anyone is concerned, there's a ton of movement, my adoration, collaboration and energy. Though up to him, he's really wanted. He's vital. I realize that he realizes that I realize that he feels that since there's been an objection and overflow of help in such manner, so I might dare to dream that it precedes. One more of Foxx's companions, Charlie Mack, took to Instagram to request that his devotees keep the entertainer in their viewpoints, saying, I really want you all to continually keep our cherished sibling at I'm Jimmy Foxx up, whom we as a whole love and care for profoundly in our soul psyches and petitions. We want you back, brother, as I generally express a genuine boss isn't the one that wins, the one meets and defeats difficulty. Martin Lawrence offered comparable feelings of Foxx, saying on here he's improving. My requests go out for him consistently and hoping everything works out for him. One of the most mind-blowing that we got in Hollywood. Benza had additionally addressed the way that practically Jamie's companions had been all stressed and requesting supplications for himself, and nobody had expressed anything about Jamie leaving the emergency clinic or improving, and he hypothesized that they could realize his condition, yet have been asked not to say anything, assuming James is home resting and recovering. How about we send him our requests so he improves and can freely uncover himself to his fans? And in the event that anything is the matter with him, regardless of whether he isn't at home and is still in the clinic, may the requests he's getting assist him recuperate and go on with his astounding profession. And to his family companions and fans, a fan on Twitter said Jamie Foxx was left incapacitated and blind from a blood coagulation subsequent to getting the coronavirus antibody. And except if it was gentle, Darvadru says he might very well always be unable to play the piano talk or even demonstration again. He's in my origination old neighborhood of Chicago, and my source is there locally affirm one more said. So Jamie Foxx was compelled into taking the antibody to do a film. Now he is enduring loss of motion and visual deficiency because of said antibody, and a body twofold will be having his spot in the film he planned to do. Yoser. At any rate, we should not fail to remember that this video depends on speculations and my perspectives, and ought not be viewed as realities. That is all there is to it for this video, but